bit warmer than I'd like. But I worked midnights last night, so I had to sleep this morning. Otherwise, I would have gone fishing, but we're in the red moon days. We've got a north wind today, changing northeast, which is great for this spot. We're just going to see what happens. We did have the big deer on camera. Just, well, there's a camera right there. It was 8 o'clock in the morning 2 days ago. So I know this area. I got guys picking corn to my east. I got guys picking corn a couple fields over west of me. But we had a good wind to get in here. We got standing corn to walk through, so it's kind of tough getting in quiet unless you have a windy day. And it's pretty breezy, 10 to 15 north. It's 2:30. We've got 4 hours, roughly 4 hours to sit. So we're just gonna kick back and enjoy the afternoon. See what happens. If anything exciting comes along, we'll film a hunt update. The wind is picking up, which I'm fine with. It's changing directions, getting a little more east in it, which is fine too. We've got about 2 hours left. Haven't seen anything yet, but I would imagine this last hour is going to be pretty good, so we'll see what happens. We've locked up that hunt. We'll walk into the truck. Straight past the cornfield right now. Actually, pretty crazy sit tonight. And there's still just a ton of leaf cover, nothing's really falling off. So visibility is pretty limited by this distance. I'm sitting 10 yards in from the field edge and looking, just kind of glassing around, and I happen to turn and look to my north, kind of down the edge of the woods, and I see something that I don't think I saw there before. And I thought it looked like a deer. This is at 4:45, so almost 2 full hours before legal's over. Put the binoculars up, and it was the deer I'm after. Just giant G3s sticking up, and he was about 25 yards away, and just doing what mature deer do. Stood there, licking his lips, smelling the air and listening, and head side to side for 10-15 minutes, deciding whether we wanted to walk into the woods, and he just kind of turned and walked up to the north. He just seemed to have that sixth sense about him that tells him something's not right. I had a north wind, dropping milkweed on that, so I know my scent wasn't going anywhere near there. I hadn't walked through there, but I came in from the south. He just had that uncanny ability, like so many deer do, to feel like something wasn't right. He turned around, and all he had to do was either take the field edge another 15 yards and he's in an opening, or step into the woods and take about 10 steps and he's in a lane. That's the third encounter. My 5th hunt. So it was the 14th of October. 5th time I've been out. I had an encounter with him the day before yesterday across the street at my other farm. At 10 minutes after legal in the morning, he was heading back across the road over to here. And a couple days before that, I was hunting across the street, and I had a picture of him at 10 after 8 on the camera that I was actually sitting by tonight. And then tonight, I'm waiting for that I went to that cell trying to send me pictures because she should most definitely be on those. She wasn't but 10 feet from the camera, I don't believe. Which, maybe that's why he decided not to go in there, I don't know, but pretty exciting night. I did see 2 does, which honestly I came here tonight thinking I would shoot a doe, but after seeing him and not knowing where he was when we walked up north, I didn't want to shoot a doe and then have to bust through the woods trailing. So we're on our way out now. We're in the taller part of that one. We're in standing corn here. We'll get back out in the morning. Not here. Just trying to get through standing corn quietly is just impossible. Afternoon hunts, I got the wind cover. I will wake up in the morning, and if it's windy, I may head over here, give it a whirl. If not, I will be over across the road. I did some work in there today. When I say work, I went in there and got a mock scrape, fixed some licking branches, and so it's supposed to be an east wind tomorrow. Not much of one in the morning, and that's cut corn and then bean stubble. I can get in there quiet, fairly close to where I can park. I can park and get in there without bumping deer, and that's where I saw him the other morning, heading back across the road to get bed. So I'm hoping with that mock scrape I put in, I actually put a tree in the bean stubble on the Hodag licking stick. It's a knot at the base. You put a good sized branch in it. And this one's an oak branch. Actually, it's a small oak tree. It was about 6-8 feet tall. Put it in there and drove it into the ground. Just gives them something to focus on in the beans, other than, there's a lot of times I've killed some deer over that stuff. It's just stuff that they see and they gotta check out. Made a mock scrape under it, and then a mock scrape on the other side with some oak limbs. I tied in a tree. So we're gonna get out of here. Make sure there's nobody coming down the road. We're gonna get out of here and get home, eat some dinner, and figure out tomorrow's home. I'm assuming this is where we're going to be, across the road here. But it's a good night. I mean, that deer it's the 3rd time I've had him daylight, which is a pretty phenomenal sign this early in the year. So we're getting killed. Just prop my phone here while I'm putting stuff away. Last year, actually, it was right around my birthday, so right around October 23rd, my birthday. I was putting stuff away, and somebody pulled up on the road, and I laid my bow down against the back tire. I always laid it there, would get undressed, put the bow in the case, sat in the back seat, and then I'd go, and guy pulled up to talk to me. I talked to him. It started raining, and I told the guy I had to go because I was getting wet. And walked back, saw the back door open, shut it, hopped in the truck, backed out onto the road, felt something and heard something kind of crunch. And I happened to look back in the back seat, and there was my bow case wide open. And I realized I ran my bow over. And this was, we're almost at lunchtime. We're almost in November. And I ran my bow over. So had to make a trip. Took it to Beth Cams. Thought maybe we could get new cams. Took it into Michigan Archery and ended up I bent the riser. So when they called me and told me the riser was bent, we back up there and bought a new bow. My wife wasn't super thrilled about that. I don't blame her. But Now I kind of make sure I follow the routine and the bow gets put away first. I don't care if somebody pulls up to talk to me. I'm putting the bow away first. And I keep my release and rangefinder in the bow case so everything is always together. So I can't tell you how many times I've run around the garage and the barn and the man cave trying to figure out where the hell my release is, where my rangefinder is. And it just stays together, makes it a lot easier. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. It was a fun sit. I'm gonna try and figure out how to get this deer killed. I attached pictures of this deer on the last video. I don't know that it's posted yet, but they're on there. He's a really good buck, and hopefully I get trail cam pictures of him here pretty quick. Like I said, he was right in front of the cell cam, so we should get some pictures tonight when it sends. I don't have it set to real time. It just kind of seems like a waste of time to me. I just have them set twice a day. I do have one trail cam over there set to every time there's an encounter it sends, just because it's on a solar panel, so I'm not worried about battery life. But that's where the battery life gets eaten up a lot of times, is in the cell part of it when it's trying to send the pictures. So, you know, with the price of AA batteries the way they are right now, the last thing I want to do is keep buying them, because they're absolutely ridiculous, through the roof for AA's, even online. But we're gonna get everything off here, get undressed, get drunk, go home and eat some dinner. Appreciate you hanging out.